Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl TheDawnElizabeth, and I know y'all it's been a minute. This video is going to be a simple what I eat today, and we're going to do a life update because your girl has been mentally, physically over it. But right now I'm starving, so I'm going to go show y'all my quick breakfast and go through what I was eating today, and then I'm going to sit down and talk to y'all about what's been going on with me, how I've been feeling, what's my fitness update, everything. We're going to talk about it all, and let's just hope I don't start crying because I've really been feeling emotionally drained, you guys, like all the way out of it. But let's get to breakfast because right now I'm not emotionally drained. Right now I'm hungry. All right, so let's get right to breakfast. I'm going to show y'all what I'll be using and then the finished product. Alright you guys, so for breakfast I'm going to be doing my usual. My breakfast typically is around the same thing as far as the carb. It's going to always either be oatmeal, one of these English muffins. These are the English muffins that I use from HEB, or it might be a Kodiak waffle using this, or yeah, so it's going to always be typically the same thing. And the sides, my protein will always be egg whites, y'all. So I do egg whites, but for the flavor I have been mixing it with a regular egg because it just gives it a whole different do. And per the use, turkey bacon. I cannot decide, y'all, when I started eating turkey bacon, but like literally unless I go out to a restaurant, I only eat turkey bacon. And I'm not really a big fan of sausage. I eat it every now and then, but turkey bacon has just been my flow. So that's what we're going to be eating. I can't decide if I want to make this eggs or omelet, but once I put it in the pot, I'll decide how I'm feeling. But if I do decide to make it an omelet, I'll just add some cheese to it. And yeah, so we're going to make this really, really quick. Oh, and this is the oatmeal that I'm going to be using. This is steel cut oats. The protein is 170 calories, about 28 grams of carbs, 10 grams of protein. And I know a lot of people have hard time reaching that protein goal, and one of my main tips was to find sources that's not a main source of protein that also has protein in it. I hope that made sense. Like for example, these English muffins has 4 grams of protein in it. And you see, like, that's what I'm saying, like how I add up. You got the oatmeal with 10 and then the English muffins with 4. That gives you 14 grams of extra protein, besides eating like Greek yogurt or egg whites, like main source of protein. So I hope that makes sense. But I'm about to go ahead and pop this on the stove, cook these eggs, pop this oatmeal in the microwave, and then I'm going to show you guys the finished product. Alright you guys, so here we are with the finished product. This is my oatmeal. Doesn't look very pleasing. I'm trying to get the light for y'all. Doesn't look very pleasing as you can see, but oh well, it's good. And then I decided to not do the omelet, so I just got my eggs and my turkey bacon. My turkey bacon don't really look that good either. That's what been having me thinking about switching back over, but it's gonna do the job, you know. So yeah, here is the finished product right here, and now your girl's about to eat good. So I'm gonna clock back in with y'all when it's time for lunch, which is gonna be probably about a couple of hours from now. All right, beautiful people, it is now 12:58. I have a client too that I have to travel and go train at 1:30, and I'm starving. I went for a walk when I should have been eating because I knew I was gonna be on a time crunch, but for lunch, I'm going to be eating my meal prep, which is boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I have some white rice, and then I want to add some avocado to it because avocado rice with that little gravy from the chicken just really does it. So I really meal prep all my lunches just because around this time I really don't have time to cook anything. So I'm going to pop that in the microwave, and I'm going to show you guys the finished product. So change your plans. The avocado was not ready to be sliced and diced, so I've changed it to green beans with a little sausage in there that my mama cooked last night. And here's the finished product. That's about 8 ounces of chicken, about 3 ounces of green beans, and 3.5 ounces of white rice. And that is going to be lunchy lunch. And like I said, I'm on a time crunch, so I'm gonna try to eat fast but still make sure I chew my food. But yeah, this is how it's looking, y'all. I'm loving this meal. This is my go-to meal. Well, not the green beans, but with the avocado. But the green beans doing just what they need to do today. And so that's what we're eating for lunch. Alright, y'all. As y'all can see, the ponytail didn't have it. It's so hot outside. Like, I don't know what type of Houston heat we got going on right now. But your girl hot and tired. So I'm gonna try to get to the gym a little earlier to do a little extra cardio. But if I don't make it, okay, that's fine too. I do when I did my walk earlier, so I'm cool with that. And I'm about to get ready for snack. And what we're having for snack is I'm gonna do a bagel. Y'all, I got these HEB bagels. I love bagels, y'all. I tried to do the little mini bagels, but I tried to do the little mini bagels, but it just wasn't giving what it's supposed to give. So I got the big ones because that's what I wanted. So I got the big bagel. I'm going to do cream cheese and peanut butter, y'all. My favorite combo when it comes to bagels, cream cheese and peanut butter. And then I'm going to do some egg whites in the egg because that's what I do. Breakfast is always my go-to. Breakfast is always easy to go to when I need more extra protein. So I'm going to do my eggs. And then I usually add some turkey bacon and a little extra, but I saved a little extra for my dessert tonight because I want a brownie and some ice cream. So I made it work. But tonight, and I'll show y'all my dessert tonight. So I'm going to just go ahead and finish these eggs. It look like the eggs frying a little too hot over there. So I'm about to go spit it up. Stir it up a little bit. And then I'm going to show y'all the finished product. So give me 1 second. Alright. So here we are with the finished product, y'all. This cream cheese and peanut butter combo is like undefeatable when it comes to like hitting my cravings. And I also want to show y'all, this is the cream cheese that I've been using, the whipped cream, because it's not as thick as the real cream cheese, and it's also less calories, baby. And I just like the texture of this one. Kind of almost remind me of this cheesecake yogurt that I used to eat that they do not sell no more by Yoplait. So I use that with the peanut butter, and this is my pre-workout meal. And the next time I eat will be for dinner, so I have a long time until dinner. I don't know why I'm eating this early, because I'm hungry and I want to be at work, so I won't have time to stop and eat. But it's okay. This will hold me. And yeah, I'm finna dive in. Okay, y'all? Alright, y'all. So we're going to ignore the bad hair day because the workout was crucial, y'all. I had a whole attitude after my workout. It was a rough one. But I was so hungry, I really couldn't even give y'all an introduction. I made chicken tacos, boneless chicken thighs, of course, per the usual. And I used carb sense tortillas, y'all. They're like 45 calories. And for toppings, I use lettuce, cheddar cheese, shredded cheddar cheese. I'm gonna use some sour cream, and then I'm gonna add a tad bit of Chick-fil-A sauce just to make it a little bit more juicier. So like I said, y'all haven't ate since like 3 o'clock, so your girl is starving. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show y'all the finished product in 1 second. Alright, here we are with the finished product. Chicken tacos served up on Taco Tuesday, because that's what we do. Right, Daddy? Alright, y'all. So these chicken... Okay, this will go out everything in the background in my daddy feed. So, once these tacos... Y'all see these tacos? In about 15 seconds, these things gonna be gone. Right, Stacey? And yeah, so this is the finished product. Looking good, looking good, looking good in the hood. Yup. Alright, y'all. My favorite part of the day, and y'all already know. When y'all see this big t-shirt, y'all know it's big time. Yeah. Alright, so for dessert, we're gonna go with, I already ate up all my vanilla beans, so we gotta wipe with the chocolate chip cookie dough. I like to eat Halo Top, because I'm the type of person, once I start eating ice cream, like sometimes I slip up and I eat the whole carton. So with this, even if you ate the whole carton, it won't be as much as like Bluebell or Ben & Jerry's. Because I think 1 carton of Ben & Jerry's is like 1,400 calories. The whole carton of this is 360 calories. So even if you sat there and ate the whole carton, still wouldn't be all bad. But we're going to add a Fiber One brownie to it as well. And I'm trying to debate, because I have a little calories left over, if I want to add another chocolate chip cookie. We're going to add a chocolate chip cookie, y'all. I'm super duper big on desserts, because like desserts really just make the night. And as long as I can have me a dessert every night, I'm cool. Like that does it for me. I drink the rest of my water and then I'm ready to go to bed. So I know this might not be the healthiest option of dessert, but it does the trick for me. And I'm going to show y'all a quick finished product. My favorite dessert. I love a good brownie with cookie dough, and I won't be surprised if I won't take the real cookie dough instead of the cooked cookie, but we're gonna see what I come up with, y'all. So give me about 30 seconds, and then I'm about to show y'all the finished product. Alright, y'all, so here is the finished product. I decided to go with the cooked cookie, not the cookie dough, because y'all know, baby, I tub some cookie dough. But here is the last meal of the day, my favorite meal of the day. I'll put breakfast first and then dessert second, because breakfast just do it for me. But yes, this is the treat. Always make room for dessert. Log it in. You know you like a big dessert, log it in. Like, don't not log it in. Make sure you get your protein goal and then add your dessert in. Do not, if you like dessert, do not skip it. Like, don't skip it. Make room for it. Like, you have to make room for the things that you want. And dessert is always number one for Dunzy, baby. Okay? Alright, you guys. So, I decided to film this part of the video the next day because yesterday I really wasn't feeling like talking about how I've been feeling. So I gave myself that type of grace and said, okay, you could talk about it tomorrow. Like, depending on how you feel, you could talk about it. So yeah, we're about to talk about it now. And I really been trying to like actually put it in words, and I find it funny that I'm coming to talk to you guys about it and I really haven't like figured out what's the issue here. And I feel like it's an issue, I have to fix it. But I think that in all honesty, I reached the part of my journey that has become very super exhausted. Like, I've become mentally exhausted, physically exhausted, and I feel like at this point in my journey, I came to a point where I had to revisit my why. Revisit what I'm doing, revisit why I'm doing it, revisit what are my goals and what I'm trying to achieve. And I was just talking to one of my friends in the gym yesterday, and I told him, I said, I think I'm hitting this point in my journey because I realized that no matter how hard I work out, no matter like how much weight I lose or how fit I get, I can never go back to my old habits. And when I came back home, I used to have this, like, when I was in college and I was getting ready to move back home, I used to have this big fear, like, oh, I really don't want to go back home because I felt like I was going back to a place that necessarily all the habits that I had, like I was going back to that, and I was scared. Like, I literally was scared. And when I got back, I did pretty good, and I am still doing pretty well. And it's come to a point with me just having to realize that it's a season for everything. Like, it's a season and a time for everything. And this season that I'm in right now, I'm not really sure what it is, but I'm open to figuring it out. I'm open to like trying to find my balance, trying to find my medium, because y'all, when I get on here trying to figure out like what new content I can create, or you know what can I give to my YouTube, I'm like, I do the same thing every day. I get up in the morning, I teach boot camp, I go work out, I teach another boot camp, and then it's the same thing every day. And it's like, I feel like when I turned 23, I told myself that I'm no longer living my life as I should be living my life. More so of figuring out what I want to do and who I'm about to say who I'm supposed to be, but figuring out who I want to be, not necessarily who I'm supposed to be. And I think that's the hard part, because growing up, I always thrived on succeeding something. Like, I was in this mind space, and I think I am still in a mindset of perfection. Like, I want anything that I do in life, I want to be the best at it. Anything I do in life, I want to be perfect at it. And I always have to sit down and ask myself, do I want to be the best at it for me, or do I want to be the best at it for everybody else? And I always say this, like, when you first start your journey, and I didn't realize this, but I was told this, but when you first start your journey, anything that you suppress, anything that you literally kept suppressing and never dealt with, it comes to the surface. And when I first started my journey, I used to be so deep, like so emotional, because before I started to lose weight, I always thought that I couldn't, because, you know, people always talked about me, or I felt like I didn't have the strength to do it, or I would do it because I wanted to look like this or look like that. So when I started, I used to get so emotional, because when I was putting in the strength, like putting in the work, doing what I was supposed to do, I had to sit back and tell myself, like, I wanted to sign up to this for so many other people, and now that I'm doing it for me, it changes my whole perspective when it comes to what are your goals done, like what are you trying to achieve, and are you trying to achieve it for you? And even though when I first started, I thought that I got past the point of like trying to be a people pleaser, as I continued to go on my journey, I found myself trying to get validation. And I'm gonna just be honest, I found myself trying to get validation. And the more you try to seek validation from others, like it could be your trainer, it could be people that you work out in the gym with, it could be like somebody that you look up to. The more you try to seek validation for them, it's kind of like chasing something that you will never achieve. Like if you always doing something to get a high five, or if you always doing something to get a pat on the back, it's like, how do you ever please yourself? How do you ever be happy with yourself? And I have now reached a point in my journey where I necessarily don't want to lose more weight. I necessarily don't want to gain any either. I just want to learn how to be happy with where I'm at. Falling in love with the process and figuring out what I want to do. Like, what is it that you want to do with your business? What is it that you want to do with the foundation that you have built? And it took me a minute to just open up to how I was feeling, because I'm like, I got this whole empire, I have all these many clients, and it's like, sometimes I don't want to show my weakness, but I feel like showing my weakness helps you all, because I try to be so strong, y'all. I try to be so strong. It could be days where I wake up in the morning and I'm not feeling my best. It's been a couple of days where I wake up and I'm not feeling my best, but I still try to find a way to be my best for others. You know, like even if I'm not showing up as my best for me, I try to be my best for others. But after so long, how does that help me? You know, I told y'all I was gonna cry. But for so long, how does that help me? So I've come to peace with the idea that I can't go back to the old me. Well, let me not say I can't. I've come to peace to know that I don't want to go back to the old me. Like, I don't want to have those habits anymore. I don't want to feel lost. I don't want to feel like I have no drive, or like no destination. I don't want to be her. I don't want to be that anymore. And I also come to the peace that when you been on a journey, it's going to have its ups and it's going to have its downs. Like, nothing is going to be a smooth sailing. It's not going to be a straight path to where you're trying to get in life. And I've also come to peace with that it's okay to be open about what I'm going through. And what I'm going through is really no specific problem. It's just me showing y'all like how being on this journey is so mental. Because even on the days where I felt like I was not capable, like the last week, I felt like I wanted to give up, you all. I felt like this was it for me. Like, I want to be a trainer, but I don't want to keep working out. I don't want to be on my fitness pal. I just wanted to give everything up. And I had to sit back and realize with how far I have come. And there's so many things that I sit in my bed and I pray God for. Like, I pray to God, like, God, give me this, give me that. Help me do this and help me do that. And I always have to come to the drawing board and realize that He's not going to send more blessings when you're not okay with where you at this very moment. And that goes back to when we're talking journey talk. Like, if you are just starting out, like, you have to learn how to be okay with where you at that very moment. Because as you continue to progress and as you continue to get further in your journey, you think that achieving your goals helps you not feel that way anymore, but eventually it still comes up to the surface. And it might not come up to the surface as it was when you first started. It might come up as something different. And that's why I say, I know that each and every day I'm working on healing more. I feel like it was a lot of things that happened to me while I was a child that made me feel unconfident, that made me feel like I wasn't worthy enough. And even still to this day, I'm in a new body, but I'm still dealing with it. Even still to this day, I'm still working through it. I know that I am very worthy. I know that I have, like, I can do anything. It's just the point of me realizing that every single day, like waking up feeling like that every single day. And I used to, when I got to a point in college, I used to be like, I just want to be happy. I always say, I just want to be happy. And I'm also coming to peace with that. Life is not all about happiness. Like, life is all about learning how to deal with things, learning how to progress with things, and knowing that the devil will always be working. And it's very important that you have a strong relationship with God when it comes to things like this, because I feel like He's the only person that can fix what I'm going through. Regardless of how I'm feeling, I'm always going to wake up and be my best for everybody else. But this year, 23, It's going to be focused on being my best for me. And whatever that is, however that looks, I'm ready to figure it out. I'm open to figuring it out. I'm in a new season. I'm in a new body. I want a new mindset. Like, I'm just open to it, y'all. Like, it's just, being on this journey is it's a lot, y'all. It's hard. It's very hard. It could get rough. But I know that God has a direction for me. And I've been praying for clarity. I've been praying for a guide. I've been praying for me to open my eyes a little wider and see all the blessings around me. And I know that we are human, and some days we might wake up on the wrong side of the bed. But what I try to do is, when I wake up on the wrong side of the bed, I try to think of all the things that I'm grateful for. I try to think of all the things that God has blessed me with up until this moment. And I always have to remember, like I said previously, you always have to remember that God is not going to send down any more blessings if you can't handle what's going on right now. He might throw some curveballs at you. He might throw some obstacles at you to see, are you ready for what I have in store for you? If he give it all to you right now, like I want everything right now. Like, I want to be on the top of the world at this very moment. But right now, I'm over here crying. I'm over here down. I'm over here feeling like I want to give up. So I know my Lord up there like, baby, you ain't ready. So I'm sitting here releasing how I'm feeling, because I know that it's better days coming. I know that I'm willing to get over this obstacle. I'm willing to have more mental clarity when it comes to what direction I'm going in, and ready for these blessings for the Lord to send me down. And I know that I have to fix and heal and get over whatever it is, whatever this funk is that's going on in my brain, and keep it pushing. I just want to keep it pushing, y'all. So that's really how I've been feeling, and I hate to get emotional, but y'all know I come to y'all. I gotta be open, because when I started this YouTube channel, it was for me to be transparent. It was for me to keep document of everything that I go through within my journey, the ups and the downs, the weight gains, the weight drops. Like, have it all to show like how I'm feeling on the outside and how I'm feeling on the inside. And I know that lately I have not been sharing a lot with you all, because I've been working through some things. So please be patient with me, y'all. But this concludes this little what I eat in a day vlog, plus a little mental breakdown with your girl, because your girl is here. And with that being said, y'all already know the drill. Come back and message your girl. Peace out.